up to today with the whole Freedom of Information Act, the amendments that the government is pushing in Parliament now, where you make an application to a public entity for access to information, and it will take, it's supposed to have taken under the present system 30 days for a response to be made. But now they are extending that to 90 days. And then further to it, if the state or the entity wants to deny that request, it has to be done by the Attorney General, who will have 90 days in order to respond and say no. So now you have 180 days, because that 90 days isn't a part of or running parallel to the initial 90 days. So 180 days to get information from a public entity. And this information should be accessible, easily accessible. So we are at that time.
And under what grounds could the Attorney General deny this request?
So, well, those are the things that I haven't gone into the details of right now. But I would imagine, based on trade secrets, national security, and so on. Those tend to be the main tenets for denial of information, public information. But if it is that I am aware that this is a commercial secret or trade secret, I would not challenge it if I know, after doing my research, that this is a legitimate claim. But if I am coming forward and I know Afro Raymond has been doing excellent work in Trinidad and Tobago in trying to get information on, let's say, the hotels, trying to get what the balance sheet is for like Hilton and Hyatt and Magdalena, so that we can look and see, well, if it is making profit, if we are benefiting as a country. Imagine a simple thing like that. We, as the average person, can't get that information. I have money jumping up in there, as the saying goes, because my tax-paying money is going to subsidize costs at these hotels, and my money would have been placed in the construction of these facilities that are now managed by these multinational organizations, these brands, and I need to mind my interest. It comes like a credit union. If I am putting money, if I'm a member of this credit union, shouldn't I be able to see our records to know whether we made profit, where were the issues, where did we improve, where are we regressing on? So these are some of the things that are counterproductive to a progressive society, in my view.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't even know that. So I thought this sort of information would have just been easily available. I didn't even know you would have to make a request under the Freedom of Information Act just to get those balance sheet information.
And look, so and you're seeing, I think, in recent time, there have been a lot of journalists who've been using the FOIA to gain information, and I feel as though that is what has brought us to the place now where the government wants to tighten on how we go through that process. And I look, recently we had where this Ravi Maraj went to the Privy Council and was successful there. And the Attorney General said, and the Prime Minister said, well, we will release the information on the whole Malcolm Jones situation, where the advice was given by Vincent Nelson, QC. And at the same time, while you say, or giving the assurance that this is going to be released, you're now putting tighter restrictions on access to information. Is that a consequence? I don't think so. So we have to be woke, as they say. We have to look around and see what is going on. But because the average person, when you think about that mother of three who is working 2 jobs and has even no time for herself on a weekend because she's looking to put food on the table, she has no time to stop and read headlines necessarily, or to go into onto the Parliament's website and read about the pieces of legislation that is being put forward for debate by the government. She does not have that time. So you have a population that is desperate to survive, and when you have that kind of a narrow view of survival, nothing else matters. And this is how you can have pieces of legislation being slipped into the Parliament and being passed easily, like a thief in the dead of night. So thankfully, we have persons like the Suniti Maharaj, the Afro Raymond, these independent thinkers who are looking on and seeing what is taking place and highlighting these issues.